Hey guys, it's Megan here at the Needlepoint Clubhouse. It is Tuesday. Well, it's actually not Tuesday. It's actually the day before Tuesday. It's Monday, but we're trying something new here at the Needlepoint Clubhouse. We are pre-recording the finishing forecast because we've heard from a lot of you all that number one, believe it or not, we forget pieces here and there. And so we're hoping to avoid that. But then in addition to that, we are going to matriculate this to YouTube. And so there will be a little teaser on our grid as per usual that will remind you that the finishing forecast has dropped, but there will be a link in our bio to our YouTube channel, which will make it a lot easier for you to watch, for you to pause, for you to fast forward, for you to back up. And so we're hoping that this works. We're going to give it this month. So we're going to try 4 times. If you like it, if you don't like it, let us know. We would love to hear in the comments about what you think about this new format. So away we go. So we're going to start here on this table with the ornaments today. So I have a whole stack of ornaments here for Lane. Lane did, oh my gosh, this is so cute. Okay, check this out. The pirate Stitch It and the mermaid Stitch It, and they're connected. How cute is that? I love it. The back is in the black watch plaid, which is also awesome. The stitching on this is incredible. There's lots of woven. It always amazes me how much stitching or stitches you can get into these little Stitch It's angels. So these are absolutely darling. I love that little ivory, the little coral background on that. So, so cute. The next one is the little cherry girl. And look at her earrings. Is that absolutely darling? I love her little pearl earrings. I hope you can see that. Another thing that I've been talking to people a lot lately is to switch the directions of stitches. So I don't know if you can see that her mosaic goes diagonal and mosaic goes one way, and then on the other side of her body it turns the other way, and it just kind of gives you some great little dimensionality on your pieces. And this like packed chain stitch on this hair is adorable. Of course, we've got a little gingham on the back. Couldn't be cuter. Well done on those little ones, Lane. Next we have another little grouping, another little pair. These 2 ornaments are out of the Stitch Style collection, and it is Little Red Riding Hood and the Big Bad Wolf, right? Isn't it the Big Bad Wolf? Okay. The cute, what's that? Dressed as grandma. That's right. So I guess I haven't read that story in a little while. As a reminder, these canvases out of the Stitch Style collection almost all come with a stitch guide, and they are, one is cuter than the next. And the other thing that Ginny adds are the little doodads. So if you can see the little bit of lace on the wolf's hat, typically those little pieces and parts come with the Stitch Style canvas. So very well done. Oh, did I show the back? Red gingham, of course. Loving that. And then we have, this one's going to test me, this designer. I'm going to check it out before I hold it up. This is also for Lane, this big, this big stack of ornaments is for Lane. This is the stained glass. This is out of the Jessica Tongle collection, and I knew that, but I couldn't quite put my finger on it. So loving this. This looks like it was all done in Radiance. I can tell because if you haven't used Radiance is a very tubular thread. It's very stiff, and so what I can see here is her long stitches are kind of long, and you can tell that they're very compact. But then you can also see that when she stitches in basket weave, they look like beads. So love that for Lane. And then this beautiful plaid on the back. So this Santa stained glass window is from Jessica Tongle and very, very cute. All right, next up for Michaela. Okay, guys, I don't know if I know what this is. Is it a Labubu? Is it just a fluffy animal? I don't know. It's just really super cute. I love the, it looks like Michaela did a little bit of, what is it called? Tweeding. So the tweeded fabric makes him look furry. And then check this out. Dr. O'Connor. Love that. Oops, I don't know if I was supposed to show his phone number, but well, maybe Dr. O'Connor is going to get some extra business now. Little clip here. Love that. So we've been doing those clips when we do bag tags. So this also for Michaela is this hedgehog travel tag. It's the Kansas City one. So MCI, love that one. Very good. Nice soft velvet on the back. Looks great. There are a lot of different ways you can finish these. So anytime you've got a tag like this, you can leave the stitching open and do the grommeted finish. But this person stitched through it and didn't have us do the grommet. So that's perfectly fine too. So well done, Michaela. All right, what do we have here? Ooh, oh, cute. Okay, this is for our friend Tracy Kane. Hey, Tracy. Um, this is, I guess, sorry, there's a little bit of fuzz here. I'm gonna get it. This is a little sign. I think what she's intending to do is to probably put some ribbon through these two little hooks here, and then you can tie it up above, or you can also just either lean this in a plate, like a plate holder, a little plate stand, or you can hang it directly like onto the little tack on a wall or in a little spot. So loving this. I like that she did the little soft green in the background with the orange. It looks really pretty. And then the darker green on top. And then, of course, we had to get some Luck of the Irish back there. I have a question, though. This looks like a 3-leaf clover. Is that an Irish clover? I don't know, but it's awfully cute. But yeah, so well done, Tracy. Here's the paperwork. All right, next up, we had this actually last week on the finishing forecast. This is one of the 13 Days of Halloween from the Meredith collection. I think this one is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could probably just look it up, but it's way more fun to count. So 5 pumpkins from the Meredith collection. We actually have I don't know if this is the stitch guide, if she used our stitch guide, but Diane has written a stitch guide for all 13 of these canvases, and they are currently available on our website. I don't know if we have any of the actual canvases in stock, but you can pre-order them and also order the stitch guide. The back is a really nice soft velvet. Looks really, really good. Well done, Jenny. I should have mentioned that, Jenny, at the beginning. Okay, so it took me a while to understand what this was. Someone had to explain to me that this is a Taylor Swift reference. I don't know. I just recently became a Swiftie, but I do love this little ghost with the. It looks. I think they're strawberry glasses. Is that what that is there? Very cute. Oh, it's for our very own Hadley. I should have known. Hadley does all Taylor Swift stitching all the time for the most part. She has a super cute spot in her house where she puts all of her Swift stuff. And here, so this must be the Swiftie reference, the fabric. And I think Hadley, she sure did. She provided that to us. But yeah, so that's another little point of reference that you can either source fabric and send it in with your piece, or you can request particular types of fabric and we can do our best to accommodate. So next, oh, I love that. Oh, this is for Helen. This must be a gift because I know Helen, and this is not any of her children's names, but I love these little hats, the little cap that they use in the hospital for the babes. And then this looks like actually a piece of the hat. So I don't know if that's this baby's hat or maybe just any hat to kind of look at the reference, but look how cute that is front and back. So Olivia, very sweet for you. And then this good point ornament, I think, was also part of this. Yep, sure was part of this grouping. Helen did a nice job with some long and short stitches. I'm trying to, there's a little piece of fuzz here. And then I'm also trying to determine if this is, I think this is the straw silk. I just can't wait for the day for straw silk to come back. Wouldn't that be great? It's such a great thread. I think we're all kind of waiting with bated breath. I know that Jill's working super hard to get that thread back in stock for us, and we're all cheering her on. Okay, so now before I show this one, she is absolutely darling. Karen did a beautiful job, but I know that Karen oftentimes stitches out of a stash that is old. So her mother-in-law left her a beautiful stash. This is absolutely darling, but we cannot get her because she is part of the Strictly Christmas collection. Look at that hippo. Every time I see these hippos, it makes me think of that song that I won't start singing because it's like such an earworm. But totally love this hippo. Look at her little earring. I hope she's in the camera there. It's hard for me to tell. Her little earring is darling, and the flare that she used on the ruffled collar. Look how cute that is. I love her. There's bits of velvet. I was just talking to somebody on the floor earlier today about velvet and how it really does add a lot of texture to your piece, even if it's something that you don't think necessarily should be like a velvety texture. So this person was just going to do words in the velvet. And I thought, what a good idea, because that gives you kind of a different texture and also a different sheen. It's a very matte, muted sheen. So really good. Really soft, beautiful pink velvet on the back there. Love it. Well done, Karen. All right, what have we got now? Next up, I have for Anne, of course. Anne is our local stitcher, Sugar. Look at that glitter. Isn't that cute? You can't see how it rocks and rolls necessarily on the camera, but it is full sparkle, full. And I'm just double checking. Okay, yes, this is a Kate Dickerson piece. Kate Dickerson has the fishnet patterning, also known AKA sort of Heron inspired. But we love any of Sugar's pieces. This looks like Krynic to me. I have to ask Anne if she has gotten into the Radiance at all, but very, very cute. Here you go. All right, next, what do we got here? This is one of the Frances Abel pieces, I believe. Yes, it sure is. This little watercolor set. Isn't that sweet? Don't we all remember those little watercolors? I was always real sad when one color would be gone, when that kind of would chip away. But this stitcher, let's see, Melanie. Oh, well, Melanie is Anne's daughter, and she also is known of the sparkle fame. Sorry, I have a piece of thread stuck on me. But look what she did. She did a different stitch in each one of the little paint pats. Isn't that cute? Love it, love it, love it. Really good. And of course, it's all sparkly. Anne and her daughter Melanie were both, Melanie is still teaching, but they are both art teachers. So I have a feeling that that's sort of probably a gift to themselves, would be my guess. All right, let's see. Scott Church in the house here for Cindy. I believe this is Scott Church. This owl, isn't he sweet? She did a nice job with him. The Scott Church pieces are so darling because they're kind of funny. They kind of have like animals doing human things, and I love that he's got a scarf and a hat on. And look at the woven stitch in. It looks like Whisper. Really love that on the cuff of his hat. Really sweet. And then she also did the velvet on the scarf, which gives it some great texture and dimensionality. And then she even did little, I don't know if you can see that, little French knots on those berries. Looks really, really good. So that one's for Cindy. And this one's also for Cindy. I don't recognize this. I have a sneaking suspicion that it's a custom piece. So I don't know whether this is a school or initials for someone, but it's really sweet. Love the green. It almost looks like a watermark. You see the crest that goes around the little scallop wave. So I don't know if that's a school or what that is, but love that. And of course, she had us do the little year charm. I didn't check. Is this for 26? It sure is. I'm curious, guys. Do we have 27 in the house yet? We do. All right. For those people that are working ahead, as a reminder, that's a good time for me to throw out. We don't have finishing guarantees. We have a revolving door of finishing. It comes in, it goes out to our finishers. We get it done as quickly as possible, but we just can't make any promises. There's a lot of human involvement, obviously human resource involvement, and we just can't promise anything. But we are. What are we, Mary? Are we six months for ornaments right now? Ish, 4 to 6. So these, of course, were turned in around March. So that maths. Okay, Dallas. Look how cute this is. Love that. This was done in a lot of different. Actually, I bet you it's all basket weave, and then it looks like the Dallas is a little bit of sparkle. So love that. Really sweet. Of course, the back is red velvet. That the finishers do such a nice job of choosing the cording. I love that red and white. Really makes that stand out. And then this is one from our, by the way, this is for a customer, Carrie. I didn't mention that. Carrie did our Steinberg rink. We're going to have to really blow this up. I think it's this season that the Steinberg renovation is going to be complete. So in Forest Park, we have what's called the Steinberg rink, and it's the ice skating rink, the outdoor rink, and it's been under construction. I think they were even closed last season, if I recall. I can't remember, or maybe they've done it over the course of the off season, but that navy velvet is really pretty. In our sample, we have the little people have 2 different skin tones and 2 different types of hair. And our sample has the little braids hanging off, which I just think is really cute. But the reason I brought that up is because this stitcher did the skin tone that suits them and the hair colors that suit them too. So keep in mind, you can always change those things up. So, I like also too how these have both have the red and white. Isn't that sweet? Both have red and white. Both have 2 different colors of the backing. So there you go. All right. Is this an Ann K? I believe it is. It sure is. So this Ann K, this is the fly fisherman. Look at how cute the fly. What do you call it? I guess it's the fly. No, it's not the fly. It's like what's the invisible thread? She's got it done as a little orange back wrap. What is it called?
Fishing line.
The fishing line. There it is. The fly's on the end. The fly fisherman is there, and then she's got the fishing line. So sorry, it took me a minute. I love she did a little wrap back stitch, and then the pole is green, really bright, really sweet. she has actually also, do you see that patent leather that's been tacked on there? One strand going straight across. That looks really great. Do we still have patent leather in stock? Patent leather was in and then it was out again. And I'm not sure if we still have any, but it really is sweet to use here and there in little small increments. I think it's not an easy thread to stitch with, but it does have a nice impact. This one also, I should have mentioned, has a sweet little embroidery on the back. So Anne Marie, very cute for your, I can't remember whose person, Andy, I think is what that said on the back. Okay, so this is absolutely darling. All right, so these tiny little champagne bottles, there are 2 of them in this case, actually come as a key fob. So they come either as it's like a little painted like box around them, basically. I finished mine as a kind of like a bookmark. I use it on my paper calendar to keep track of what month I'm on. So I had them put like a little elastic strap around mine. And then our friend Kristen took a look at this and leveled up. First of all, she did too. Second of all, she had tassels added to them. And third of all, these are going to be matching lamp pole, like little baubles. So on either end of a sofa, how cute is that to have matching little lamp tassels? Absolutely darling. Looks like she did some skip tent. I love the tone on tone, the blue, and then it's not tone on tone, it's one tone. So I guess it is tone on tone. The background is blue, the cording is all blue, and then the tassels, of course, are the same color. So well done, Kristen. Super, super cute. We can order those for you. We buy and sell those constantly. Those would also make really cute bag charms for a bag. Okay, I'm going to be very careful not to mix these up because there are 2 of these. I'm going to put Lauren's in my right hand and Meredith's in my left hand. I'm saying that out loud, so just in case. So this is our friend Lawrence. Actually, Lauren's been in the building all day today. This is the What a Gem diamond. Look at how fun is that? So this one, I have a feeling she's just going to use like sitting, maybe on a coffee table or on the top of a book or something. This one feels less heavy than this one. I don't know if that was requested. No cord, some weight, but not a ton of weight. And then this one says paperweight. So my guess is that the finisher just put a little more of whatever they use in there to keep it weighted than this one. But isn't this funny? These are using very, very similar threads, very similar colors. And so I'm going to do my best to put Lauren's from my right hand back on Lauren's paper and Meredith's back on her Meredith's paper. So those canvases are from What a Gem. I have stitched some of the What a Gem canvases. They're absolutely stunning. She does a beautiful job with her design work, and those are exclusively through Lyset Signs. So Nancy, I don't know how Nancy got her hands on this one, but this is an Out of the Vault Susan Roberts bell. So as some of you may or may not know, I purchased the Susan Roberts line. Gosh, has it been 2 years? 2.5 years. Oh my gosh, I just had to look for help on that because time flies. So we have done a lot of work going through the archives and looked at things that can be brought back, things that can change color, things that that we might be sort of reinvented. And this is one of them. So we believe that this canvas was in someone's stash for a while. And but we're just delighted to see it come back because, as I said, it's coming back into the collection. So I don't know how many styles of these there are, but I think there are probably a few. Wow. Megan just mouthed to me because she's standing behind the camera that there are 20 designs of this.
Different bells. We have
10 different bells in production. I love that. Okay. And so the cute part about this is that it just has a flat bottom. You could ask our finishers to add a little real bell if you wanted to the bottom or to the top, but really love this little, it's very sweet. Nancy did a nice job of stitching it. A little bit of velvet, a little bit of sparkle, and it's all gold cording. So well done, Nancy. Okay. This one has a lot of sparkle too. This is for Chloe. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. Okay, so first of all, I think they call these like disco fruit, something like that. So this is the disco strawberry. So the disco strawberry, do you see how it kind of looks like a disco ball? Why I said so cute is because number one, she's done a great job of finding all different metallic threads that sit right perfectly on there. But check this out, watch when I turn it. it looks the exact same. It's the exact same color, and it's a fabric that looks like the needlepoint. Isn't that funny? It looks like a twofer, but this is definitely fabric, and this is definitely stitching. So really, really pretty. I love that soft tone that she used in the background. I don't know if it was painted that way or not, but absolutely darling. And Chloe, you are off to enjoy your disco strawberry. I love a disco ball. Okay, what else have we got here? More ornaments. Oh my gosh, this is darling. Okay, I believe this is from Kathy Schenkel. It sure is. Amanda, this is darling. Look at this little bauble. I believe that that's either micro ice chenille from Kreinik, or it is hold on. I think it's got to be the Kreinik micro ice chenille. We'll have to find out, but really, really cute. She's got that curled around and tacked in so beautifully. I love this. I think these are seagulls, are they? I'm not very good at my coastal things in general. I think earlier today I called something a clamshell, and I think it might have been an oyster or vice versa. I'm really bad at that. But anyway, these are some darling little seagulls sitting on the little, what do you call those? Like the piers that hold up the dock. They're so cute. And she did a cute little, I think that's is that a double brick? No, a single brick. But it's just really, really cute to give movement to that water. And then she did some fuzzy stuff on the seagulls. There's a really sweet blue velvet on the background there that is great, and it matches perfectly. Very, very cute. Well done, Amanda. All right, a little haul here. Oh my goodness, this is so cute. Oh my goodness. Okay, Cynthia, you stitched 3 of the exact same ornament. I bow down because I would sadly get so bored. I'm just love that you did these. And I'm curious if you did them back to back to back, because one, I think they're all stitched exactly the same. Yep. So these are 3 little golden retrievers, and they each have the mosaic variation on the background. You can see this one is for mom. This one is for mom. Oh, maybe, no, I'm sorry. It says love mom. So I guess these two are gifts. Okay, let me get my head straight. These 2 are gifts from mom with this darling little plaid background. And then this one is for CLC, I'm guessing. So how cute is that? Love, love, love. I love this plaid. We found a resource for our plaids that's a woven plaid, and I absolutely love it. You can definitely tell the difference between a printed plaid and a woven plaid, and I love this. I think we're probably still using that same resource, aren't we? Yeah, very nice. Okay, this caught my attention right when I picked it up. Again, this is for Cynthia. Check this out. So do you see this is the bean boot? And can you tell how they did that little top stitching with the laces? It looks so darling. I believe it's just a couple pieces of floss, and it's long stitched, but it looks like the laces. It's so cute. And that tiny little monogram got in there. And I love that the gold cording matches the gold of the embroidery thread for the monogramming. So, so sweet. And then, oh, this one is, oh, this is so cute. Okay, so this is an idea that I threw to Amelia quite a while ago, but I said, what about Santa going over the arch? How cute is that? But wait, look at this, where it all began. I don't know what began in St. Louis, but I absolutely adore it. So cute. Aunt Cindy, love it. Absolutely darling. And she did velvet. We are sadly out of Petite Very Velvet right now in the red, because I was trying to help somebody kit a canvas, and we didn't have any. So if you're looking for that, we can place an order, but otherwise, yeah, we'll just have to wait. Okay, Jan. I thought these were the Kate Dickerson. I think we may have had one of these. Honestly, I'm curious if we have that Santa in stock too. I'll have to double check on that, the Santa over the arch. But we definitely had one of these Mahjong tiles, but look at how cute this is. Okay, Jan, this is darling. And I don't know if this was your idea or the finisher, but they did an ivory velvet that looks soft, just like the ivory of the tiles. I absolutely love it. This is so cute. So you've got a bird bam and a green dragon. Look at those guys. Those are really more, I've really gotten my Mahjong lately, my Maj on lately. And so these are more of the traditional themed tiles, I think. So love this. This is so stinking cute, these gusseted ornaments. So yeah, well done, Jan. Love it. And I think I mentioned those are from Kate Dickerson. I'm not sure if I did, but if not, it's Kate Dickerson. These are both Curious Cowgirl. So little sneak alert. These are for Heather Ryan. Heather did 2 of these Curious Cowgirl ornaments and used probably a fabric. These are the vintage fabrics that are. Well, let me back up. If you're not familiar with Mary of Curious Cowgirl, most of her designs are based on vintage textile graphics. I was looking for the right word. And so these are vintage textile graphic needlepoint ornaments with vintage textiles on the back. So she sells, what do you call those? Like little squares. It's like an 8x8. Is that a, no, what do they call it when you're in quilting? It's a something square. Anyway, doesn't matter. Quilting square, I think is what it is. So she sells these little squares that are about like the size of a quilting square. And you can buy them to coordinate. And I think these just look so stinking cute. Look at the long and short she did. So cute. Love, love, love. Well done, Heather. Coming at you, girl. All right, a couple more ornaments here. Let's see. What have we got? I have a gusseted ornament. OMG. The stitching on this is so cute. Look at that beading. Can you see that? Oh my gosh. Love, love, love. The finisher used a ribbon for the edging of the gusset. So sweet. That has printing on it. And then the back of this has the embroidery. Absolutely love it. It's got a little silk dupioni. This is so cool. I just can't believe these. I think these might be the square beads, the Miyuki beads maybe, but they look so darn cute on the front of that. And all those little embellishments are just absolutely darling. Very good job, Allie. Love it, love it. Oh, Rita, how cute is this? Okay, look at this little rainbow moment. I thought this was Doolittle. I was just checking my map there. This is out of the Doolittle Stitchery design house. And look what Rita did on the back. Cute. She didn't want anybody to forget that she stitched this, and I don't blame her because it is absolutely darling. The beads are cute. The little rainbow people are so cute. And I also love that 3-color cording that is on there. So well done, Rita. Ooh, another favorite. I love this one. This is for Morgan. This is the Muni round. So this is one of 3 designs that we collaborated with Joanna at the Plum Stitchery with about 9 years ago now, I think, maybe 8 years ago. And it was upon the anniversary, a big anniversary for the Muni. And so we like to call this one View from the Free Seats, because at our municipal theater, there are seats way up high that are open for anyone to attend and to sit in. And so this looks like the little dappled crowd, and just love that. So well done, Morgan. All right, couple more here, ornaments. We've got Cozy and Mary, and I cannot remember who designed these. JK. Oh, this might be from Mopsy. Is this the Mopsy Jenny Colon? So these are really sweet. These look like little snow globes with the cozy and the plaid. And then the Mary and the plaid. So sweet. Nice job, Angela. All right, so now we have some 3D toppers. These are awesome. This is for Taylor. I think we just got some of these in stock, but I would have to double check. Oh, sorry guys, I kicked the tripod. Malfunction, my bad. Taylor did the St. Louis Blues topper with the tiny little gold hanger. And I might stand corrected, but I think our finishers have been making these hangers. They've had a hard time. They have found a source now, or they do make them. Oh, Mary coming in hot over there. She found the source. For a while, we couldn't find them, but how cute is that? So this is what we call, so if you ever hear anybody talking about a topper, that's what this is. And really it's because it's a little top that sits on a hanger and it finishes 3D. So the open bottoms, the open arms, very, very cute for Taylor. Well done. Ooh, this is cute for Mary Ashley. Mary Ashley has the blues topper in white. And I'm not sure if it's like home or away, if blue or white. But the white topper is almost exactly the same as the blue one. It's just that it's inverse colors. So very sweet. And then Mary Ashley also has, is this the New York Rangers? I don't know why they are paired together, but they're super cute. Maybe she's got two different fans in her house, but super, super cute. Well done. Love that, Mary Ashley. Hand those guys off, not to lose the little hangers. And then, oh, this is our St. Louis City. This is for Janet. How cute is this? Now, she asked for, well, let me back up. I don't know if she asked for it or if she maybe inadvertently stitched the top. So if when you see these canvases, they look a little goofy. They kind of look like these big long fans on the canvas. And there's a hole right here in the center that should not be stitched if you want it to be on a hanger, because otherwise we'd have to rip out that stitching and they would have to finish it differently. So I don't know if she said, hey, just use, don't use the actual wire hanger, or I don't want the wire hanger. But what we did in this case is we just used some cording and we finished it with the open bottom and the arms. And that is absolutely darling. Twist cord top, no hanger. So that's what she asked for. Well done. Oh, and then we haven't had this in stock in a little while, but this is for our friend Berkeley. We just got to see Berkeley not too long ago. It was super fun. I love the 3D cherry dress. If you're not familiar with the St. Louis cherry dress, you should do a little Googling. It's a tradition. It started back, I think, during World War II, the Women's Exchange, where women were bringing in hand-worked things to be sold on consignment, and the cherry dress was born. There's a whole story about it. You can follow the Women's Exchange on Instagram, but it's a really cool place, a lot of beautiful things, and the handmade cherry dress is something you can get there. And beautiful job, Berkeley. I love it. All right, a couple more 3Ds, and then, oh my goodness, we've got a whole bunch of cool things. Okay, I got to get a move on here. Nancy, how cute is this little boat and tote bag? I love that the cords match the cord, excuse me, the canvas on the side of the bag, that green. And then look at how cute is that little plaid interior. Oh my gosh, I love it. Darling, absolutely darling, Nancy. Well done. This is one, so the one I just showed you was all stitching. This is out of the Valerie Needlepoint Gallery collection, and she does a whole series of these where the back, it's just the flat front and the back is fabric. So we can obviously finish them either way, but I love that we did a little canvas on this one, did the handles with the gingham ribbon, and then of course a little gingham on the inside. Super sweet. This would be fun to gift someone a little something in that bag. Oh, this is also for our friend Nancy. Nancy loves a sea turtle. Very, very cute. Well done, Nancy. Okay, this little box is absolutely darling. This is for Deborah. This is a little tooth fairy box. This is out of the Susan Roberts collection, but we are currently out of stock. But if you'd like to order one, you just have to let us know. And by the way, since this is being shown on both Instagram and on YouTube, the best way to communicate with us about something you've seen here or something you'd like to purchase is either to go on our website and see if you can find the item, or just give us a call or an email. So our phone number and our email are all in our bio here on Instagram. Well, you're watching this on YouTube, but you can pop back over to Instagram and see all of that information is right there in our bio. Look at that sweet little pearl closure. Oh my God, so, so cute. Well done, Deborah. All right, some coasters. How fun are these? So these are for Sandy. Sandy has these elephant coasters. Look how cute these are. The little elephant holding a martini glass, the elephant toasting with the martini glass. And as a reminder, coasters can be done in a lot of different ways, but these have the cork adhered to the back. So oftentimes you can flip this over and actually set your drink on the cork on the bottom so that you don't disrupt the stitching. I just set stuff on top of mine, but I'm kind of savage. So toasting the opposite direction and walking away. So, so cute. These are from, these are also exclusive from Lyset. I believe it's out of the Ramsey Gord collection. Cute, cute. Oh, we know these guys though. These little frogs are the part of the Barbara Eyre collection, which is represented by Susan Roberts. And look at this guy. So he's holding up his drink. Well, he's like really like, ooh, I can't wait to have a sip. And then there's the, oh, I love that these are all different colors too. Okay, so Maybe I should hold them side by side. I like the silver cord too. I don't know if you can see that, but they're all 4 different colors, and the guys are all in kind of different like arrangements with their little martinis. But look how cute they are. I love those pastels that they used on the back. I believe these are just white background. And so she really did punch that up with these bright pastels. So Dawson, oh, what a cool name. Dawson, well done on the darling little coasters. And like I said, that's Barbara Air, distributed by Susan Roberts. So any needlepoint store can get those, but you can, of course, give us a buzz and we can see what we can do about that for you if you'd like some. Don't tempt me. How funny. So this is for Abby. Oh, this is from Grand Stitches. I believe that's in Boca Grande. And this is a cute little square. I love the acrylic stand. I don't know if you can get a good look at that. It's kind of hard to see since they're clear. But this, as a reminder, you can pull this out for storage. And yeah, or you could just set it in a little easel if you so choose. And this has some really nice black velvet on the back. And I like the tone-on-tone cording on that one. Nice job, Abby. All right, one more acrylic stand. Check this out. We've got Love Advice from Lucy. She's in her booth. Kisses, 5 cents. I think what happens here is she's waiting for Charlie Brown to arrive, right? And pay her for a kiss. And I don't know that she's really too worried about his payment, because doesn't Lucy always have the hots for Charlie Brown? Isn't that how that goes in the show? Love Advice. So cute. I like the stitching on this. Look at the cute I always remind people you can do your brick going either horizontally or vertically, and it gives it a little bit of a different look. So very well done in the red velvet and the little stand. Very well done for Linda. What next? Okay, the cutest little box edge round pillow for Diane. Look at that little chill pill. Couldn't be much cuter. Love. These are actually not easy to do, these tiny little pieces. They've done a really nice job of getting all of the welting put together. And then look what's the back. Ava. So this is something that I have a 13-year-old and I would like to give her a chill pill. So I don't know if Ava is a teenager or not, but yeah, there we go. The other thing that my teenage daughter does a lot is lay in her room and use her eye masks. Check this out. I just noticed this. Catherine, this is so darling. Look at the very decorative piping on this. I think it's so cute. Little scrunchy. I would really like to try this on, but I have makeup on, and so I'm going to keep my hands off. But this is very nicely padded. It's almost got like a little bit of foam in there. The flowers are all in velvet. Very, very cute. I'm not familiar with this design. This is Labors of Love. Okay. I did not know that they had this, but it is awfully cute. And that, as I said, is for Catherine. Enjoy, Catherine. I would like to steal that. I could use a nap right now. Amelia. Look at this. This piece was rushed. As a reminder, we do have a rush option, but we can't rush everything, and it's definitely asking our finishers to do a little extra. So we do charge for it, and we pay the finishers extra to do some rushed work. But look at how sweet this is. This is a baby sleeping sign. Look at the ruffle, the back, the embroidery. I love how the little cording matches. Do you see how the cording matches the writing on the front? And Amelia, I'm going to check and see here. Oh, this is a Maura Nolan piece. Okay. I didn't know that. I love that so much. Very, very sweet. All righty. A few more things here. We've got, wow, there are some really stunning things. I'm going to do the things that I've seen before because I'm kind of stunned by these cool things that I'm about to look at here. All right. Let's hang. So someone asked me the other day, what would the pricing be to have a round ornament put on a dowel rod and have it stand like this? So I'm going to tell you, this one was around $100. The options are this. You can either have them flat backed like this. You could have them gusseted. You could have them on dowels. The dowels can be painted. You can have items put on top. You can have items put on the base. In this case, we've kind of done a little bit of everything. This is a flat cookie finish with some cute fuzzy cording. And by the way, this Let's Hang piece couldn't be stitched cuter. And this is from our Maddie Sweet out of the Gingham Stitchery. which is also housed here in our building. I'm just looking, they padded the little bodies on that guy. Anne did an absolutely beautiful job. And then there's some really cool ribbon on this. Do you see the ribbon is all kind of tucked in around that base? So very, very sweet. So when you ask about pricing, we do our best to sort of estimate, but there's a chance there could have been a little bit added here and there because maybe we couldn't find the right Halloween ribbon, or we'd have to source something. But for the most part, we can get pretty close, but it really sort of depends on all the bits and parts that you're wanting to have done and which cost what. So we really need to kind of know all of the details before we can give you an estimate. Okay, these are awesome. So this is for Wendy. There are two of these. One's for Wendy and one's for Susan. This takes a long time. We only have one finisher who does these. These are from the end of last year. So almost a year. We say 9 months to a year usually with these types of finishes, and this has taken almost a year. But what this is this, I believe, is someone's belt that has been repurposed into a tray. So let's see, Wendy, does she tell us? It just says golf belt and an oval tray. So my guess is that this, if in fact it were someone's belt, that means it has to be deconstructed and then reconstructed. So there are a lot of steps to this, but I love the all navy. You've got the soft bottom on the background, on the back bottom, excuse me. You've got the silk here. The other thing you can do with these, we don't do because it's heavy and because of shipping, but we have a local glass company that could cut you a piece of glass to fit inside that if you wanted to protect that, depending on if it's a vanity tray, for a vanity, or if you're actually going to use it on a bar or something. But really, really, really cute. So that one's for Wendy, and this one's for Susan. Look at this. It's all the kids' names. I don't know if you can see that, but I don't know if it's children or grandchildren or both. But the ivory color in the background here is ivory khaki, I guess is more what I would call that. And this khaki fabric, really, really pretty. And the bottom, so good, Susan. Really, really beautiful. Love those. Holy cow. Okay. This is we have two toppers actually. So this I believe is from Patricia Sohn. Let me just double check. Yes. So this is a Patricia Sohn piece, tree topper. Look at the stitching on this. So beautiful. This two-sided angel tree topper. And you can see I've got my fingers in the bottom here because what they have done is they've created a little hole so that this can go right on the top of the sort of the tip top of the tree. Really, really beautiful. I believe that Patricia has written a stitch guide for this, and typically Patricia Sohn is another one of the design houses that offers a stitch guide with most of her pieces. And what a stunning, stunning stitch. That ribbon in the back. Wow, the beading. Oh my gosh, and I didn't even notice that. Look at that tiny little ear tag plucked right there at the bottom. That is absolutely gorgeous. Well done, Tammy. That's beautiful. I'm going to hand this off very carefully here. And then we've got a Susan Roberts topper done similarly. So this one had, I can't remember, that one kind of had a shape to it. So this one's a little flatter on the bottom. So there's a little more fabric that you can see, but there's the same little hole for the topper on the tree. And this one is for Julie. Julie did a beautiful job. Love this. The stitching is gorgeous. The cording is beautiful. I love the all gold cord. Really, really well done. This one is just as beautiful and is done primarily in basket weave with some diagonal mosaic going on the wings. And so just a reminder, all basket weave is absolutely beautiful. These finishes are stunning, and everybody has a different sort of point of view on how they want to have their stitching done. So very, very pretty. Okay, another big 3D guy. This is super fun. This is for Rosie. Rosie stitched, and she even tucked her little initial in there. Can you see that? Oh, I love it. So Rosie stitched Papa Snowman. Love this guy. I believe this is the stitch guide that was written by Lauren, and we have it here. I think we have it available on our website. It's a family of 3. There's Papa, Mama, and the baby. Mary, is it true that this is a little pet hat?
I don't know.
Did she provide that to us?
No, I think.
We found it. Finisher found it. So as I recall, she had to look up like dog hat or cat hat or something kind of hilarious like that to find the right size. But so I guess the finisher was able to source this. But the stitching is stunning. Love it, love it, love it. And the beads, I don't know if you can get a good look at those beads and the straw. So, so good. Love that for Rosie. Next up, I have a pin cushion, I think is what this is going to be called. I don't think they actually, oh, needle, you know, I don't exactly know what she's going to use this for, but it is, looks like it could be a pin cushion. So this is a piece, I believe, of like a milk glass that this stitcher provided to us. She stitched the Rachel Donnelly, I think, the Rachel Donnelly needle point round. The initial is Darling, so you can see there's a little needle and there's scissors. She did a great job stitching it, but then what a clever idea. So she provided this little piece to us, and our finisher made it very firm. I don't know what's in there, not even gonna guess, but the bow is cute, the piece is cute. What a clever idea. We're gonna have to take a picture of that and send it to Rachel. She loves the designers oftentimes like to see pictures and up close pictures of things that the stitchers do for them. So, all right, flat back, Bad Girls Have More Fun for Debbie. Love that, Debbie. I'm going to need you to text Tom if you don't mind. Thank you. Sorry, guys, a little intermission. This is going a little longer than I thought, and I have to manage a little kid pickup. So this flat back here for the acrylic bag is for Debbie. And how our finishers do this is that they, oh my gosh, how cute. This little, uh-oh, what am I stuck on? I don't want to, oh, it's just really narrow. Okay, so this is great. So I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but first of all, I love the handle. Our finisher, what they do, I don't know if you, can you see that in there? Do you see that little loop of ribbon there? So the loop of ribbon is intended to be there so that you can pull this out more easily. And I hate to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to wait and let the stitcher do it. But so that you can push that in and then pull it out, because the idea of these bags is that you can switch the canvases around. So love this. I believe, oh, so this is super cute, this canvas. So isn't this like Maleficent and the Cruella de Vil? And so it's all the bad, it's like all of the like rotten Disney character women. So that is so cute. Maybe is this Ursula? Is that, no, or who? I don't know. I'm looking at everybody for some advice, but this is really cute from Alice Peterson. Absolutely love that. Bad Girls Have More Fun. Very, very cute. And I'm going to give you the little accoutrements that I took out of the inside of that. Okay, so speaking of bags, oh, this is Darling. Oh my gosh. Okay, so did our finisher make this bag? What? Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay, so for our friend Mary Beth, this is a clutch, and she provided the fabric, and she provided the finished on the front. And look at this, or the finished stitching on the front, and it's a pocket. How cute is that? So the finisher created the bag. She did the pop of pink lining, the tassel for the zipper pull. How stinking cute is that? And then the stitching is the pocket on the front. I love this. This is so pretty. This fabric is very cool too. So Mary Beth has quite the collection of clutches. I know that she has a couple of daughters too, so maybe she is sharing those clutches. Wow, I gotta show this too. Look at the stripe, the finishing on this. This must be an over-dyed thread with crisscross Hungarian going across that stripe with that little yellow dot. Do you see that? It is so cool. Love it. Really, really pretty. All right, there we go. Off she goes to her new home. OMG. Okay, this is awesome too. All right, so this is for Terry. Terry, the stitching is awesome. And the reason I said OMG is because, do you see the beads on the tips of those pencils? How cute is that? I love it. It's sparkly and the beads are just absolutely perfect. And then she had us add D-rings to either side, like this, and with a little bit of fabric. This tassel is stunning. It's all the bright colors that are in the piece. And then let's see, this is the fun surprise. Oh my gosh, it's the stripes. Look at how cute that is. The stripes match the stripes that the pencils are making. I love this. I hope, oh, and the fabric on the back is awesome too. It feels great. Awesome, awesome, Terry. This is really, really pretty. I don't know if this is for an artist or for a teacher, but it's right in time for back to school. We just started talking about school supplies at my house. Oh, not quite ready for it. Absolutely darling. Canvas is by Elizabeth Crane Swartz. We do have a lot of the ECS pieces in stock. I don't believe we have that one, but we can always order those for you as well. Okay, this is fabulous. What is happening here? I've been handed this whole pile of stuff. Do you see this? This is for our friend Laura. Laura, I believe Laura is the one who kind of started. Didn't she kind of start doing these little personalized monograms? Didn't she? Wasn't she the one who was kind of doing these for people? So first of all, I believe she charted this monogram, which is so pretty. This canvas, I think, is from, oh yes, I thought it was Ann Fisher. Okay, this is stunning. She's got beads for the horse's mane. And that's a perfect example of what I was talking about earlier, that just because a horse's mane in your brain and in real life is fuzzy doesn't mean that it has to be fuzzy on the canvas. So she has beaded that horse's mane and the tail. The stitches on all of this is just absolutely stunning. One is more beautiful than the next. I want you to kind of take in all of that beautiful stitching, but then I want to show you this. Check this out. There's like a whole series of cool things on the little D-ring here. It looks like the finisher made a little wristlet. There's a very cool tassel, and then also a little chain lock. So really, really fun. It looks like oh my gosh, you guys, there's a key inside here for the lock. I love that. So let's take a look and see what's on the inside, because as Julie and I always talk about, this is one of the most fun pieces. Oh, stop. It's vintage cowboy fabric. Look at that. Can you see that? Oh my gosh. So cute. And the colors are perfect. There's a little bit of pink, a little bit of blue. This has been piped in the same welting as the back. So everything about this is fabulous. Well done, Laura. Well done, finishers. Really, really good job. I think I'm gonna, okay, I'll go ahead and show this. I gotta make sure I can get this in the camera properly. This piece is for Michelle. This might be one of the most fantastic, interesting pieces I have ever seen us finish. Can you catch all that? So look at the beads. First of all, the stitching is exquisite. This is one of the base canvases from Jean Smith. There's stitching, there's beads. Can you see that if I do this? Can you see it on the table, or do I need to hold it up? Okay, so first of all, here's the canvas. The flowers are beaded. The back of the canvas, well, the actual vase part is stitched, and it looks like probably silk and ivory. All of Jean Smith's canvases come on 13 count mesh, so it's either silk and ivory or a Milan. Look at the beautiful silk on the gusset. There's so much to this. Look at the back. This fabric is stunning. It is like a moire, like a satin, almost painted. So pretty. I love that the cording is the navy blue, so it doesn't take away from any of this. But you guys, wait, I might need a Vanna White moment here. Will you hold this? Watch how this goes. You got it? So our finisher put 2 little pieces of ribbon in here so that you can pull out a vase. Check this out. So the ribbon is just there so that you can get this cylinder in and out, but my guess is that she intends to put a flower arrangement on top of this. Oh my gosh. And then you would just hide the little ends of the ribbon like that. So this is absolutely stunning. Michelle, something I've never seen before. What a beautiful idea. I believe this was mostly her idea, in all customer supplied fabrics. Stunning, amazing. The other thing that's stunning is this whole beautiful table of pillows in front of me. I love a needlepoint pillow almost as much as I love a very interesting finish. But this is for Judy. This pillow is heavy, and that's because it's big mamma jamma. I don't know if I recognize this designer. Let me see if I can get a little tip here. Nope, I don't. There were some pieces in the Kate Dickerson line that were iCat like this, but I don't know. This could be an ermine tapestry. I'm not exactly sure. But this print is really pretty. This geometric, it's wavy, it's kind of groovy. Love that. The colors are stunning, as you can see. This has been stitched all in basket weave, which again is kind of my go-to these days. I just need a brain break. You might recall this fabric being shown on a couple of different forecasts. We have it in blue, and I know we have it in white, but we love this because it's a really nice tapestry kind of weight fabric, but it's tone on tone, but it gives some texture. But I've never seen this before. Check this out. So my guess is that this is a contrast welt with a different fabric, but it almost looks woven like a braided whipcord because of the type of fabric that it is. So isn't that beautiful? The back is also beautiful. I'm telling you guys, I'm getting a workout. This guy is heavy. I don't know, can you see that okay? The monogram in the lower right corner. I love a lower right corner monogram. I particularly like when it's a contrast color like that. How cute is that? It pulls in the color from the front. So Judy, that's an absolutely beautiful pillow. Well done. Love that. Next, we've got for Olivia, I think this is Initial K. It sure is. Christy from Initial K brought in a couple of different designers over the past couple of years. I don't know how long this particular designer has been in the mix, but love these. I love a nutcracker, and this little series of nutcrackers is no exception. So sweet. I'm trying to see here. So mostly done in basket weave with some, I also love a cute little element. So do you see here how they've used the top stitching with just one strand to get the laces on there, kind of like that bean boot we saw at the beginning. Really nice textures. There's some velvet on the hat. There's some great gold here. Oh, she did it again over here with the drum. I don't know if you can see that okay. The drum and the little laces on the shoes. She used fuzzy stuff for just a little bit of the hair there. So cute. I don't know if she added this border or if the border is part of the originally the painting on the canvas. But I love a border. I particularly like a border because it kind of omits the need to do like a double welting on the inside or a welting, so a border on the interior. This kind of gives it a nice frame on the inside of the pillow. I have never met a plaid I didn't love. I love how our finishers do such a beautiful job of matching up all of those. That is not an easy detail to capture, especially when you're trying to keep the needle point straight. The finishers in the world deserve like a little special crown or treat or something because they just do an absolutely beautiful job over and over again. So very good job, Olivia. This is absolutely beautiful, and I'm excited for you to get that pillow to enjoy. I just realized the textures on that are fun too. It was sort of a satiny fabric and then a velvet welt. I should have mentioned that. So that's a great idea too. Wow, look at this guy. Okay, whew, another heavy one. This is for Mary. Mary. Okay, first of all, I don't recognize canvas designer is Nancy Thomas. I don't know if I know who that is. We would have to do some digging if you're interested in this canvas, but wow, look at this canvas. It's again, mostly stitched, I believe all stitched and just tent stitch, basket weave and continental. Love all of the elements, the Raggedy Ann, the soldier, very, very sweet. But what I'm loving the most is the contrast between the gingham on the bias and the plaid. These are both silk fabrics. They just feel delightful. So the back is the, oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. Check that out. Did you notice that? So the gingham is on the bias on the front and the gingham is straight up and down on the back. Isn't that an awesome little decorative element? And then of course the plaid on the gusset. Awesome. And the welting is also the plaid. So, I oftentimes like to just add a little bit of a tutorial in if I can. So this is a box edge pillow with about a 2-inch gusset, contrast gusset, contrast welting, and an interior welt as well. It also has an inset on the front. So lots of words to keep in mind, but when you send finishing to us, we always follow up with a follow-up phone call to ensure that we go through all the little bits and parts and then you get exactly what you were hoping for. So look at this guy. Isn't he sweet? This is for Lowell. Beautiful pillow. Is this it's kind of giving sheepdog a little bit, like the little kind of the fluffy fluffball dog. Love that. Again, an all basket weave piece. that has been beautifully, the colors have been beautifully chosen. I, of course, don't know what this canvas looked like. It says it's an unknown designer, so it's could be a vintage piece. I don't recognize this one. This piece has been done with a zipper on the bottom. Some of our finishers prefer to do zippers, some don't. If you have a preference, let us know. But otherwise, we just sort of let the finisher kind of do what they prefer to do. Love that contrast color in the thread, the Love Mom, so pretty. And of course, again, it emulates that green on the front. So I don't know if that was finisher's choice or if that was stitcher's choice, but I love that. Unless they give us a preference on what color that they'd like to have the embroidery, we kind of just make a good choice from a design aspect. So beautiful Lowell. It really, really pretty. I love the texture of that linen too. Really, really pretty. Okay, look at these. Are these two different pillow pairs? Love a pillow pair with Cindy. Oh my gosh, are these both for Cindy? No, two pillow pairs for two different people. Love this. Okay, this is for our friend Cindy. Cindy, I've not seen you in a while, but you're going to recognize these pillows right off. How cute is this? These are two different Jean Smith canvases. Let's see if I can do this here. She chose to do the two canvases that kind of go together, and then they've got the same fabric but different brush fringe. So I wanted to get them both in the screen for a minute, and then I'll give you the details of each one. So this blue brush fringe, so pretty. These canvases, Jean has a name for these where they're kind of like appearing in the corners. I can't exactly remember what she calls them, but they're really fun. It gives you two flowers, this background. So I believe this was all white, and she probably chose that soft sage green, and this fabric just looks amazing. The stripe on the back, love that. And then of course this one is just as fabulous, a little bit of a different type of flower, and the same green background with the same stripe, but a different contrasting brush fringe and the stripes on the back. So what a gorgeous pillow pair. I would like to have these on my sofa. Really pretty, Cindy. Okay, one last little, well, I'm not little. These are big. These are beautiful. These are also heavy. I love a substantial pillow. I'm going to see if I can get, these are for Barb. So Barb did these two pillows. Do I have a Vanna White here? Thank you very much. So I'm going to have to look and see. Are these Aviva? That's the designer. So these are beautiful, like banana leaf canvases. The stitching is exquisite too. Thank you, Mary. I want to get in on this. So this background is very cool. It looks like it's like a corduroy stitch, but it's going horizontally. So love that. There is no inset. This is a pillow. Well, no, I take that back. I'm sorry. This is the inset. Oh my gosh, my eyes did a quick little joke on me because this sort of looks like, whoops, I don't know if you can see that. Sorry. This sort of looks like stitching, but it's not. It's fabric. So really, really pretty. I'm actually trying to see if these are two of the same. No, they're not. Okay. So this one is more like a banana leaf, and then this one is more like a palm of some kind. But how pretty are those going to be when you see those two sitting together? The fabric is just stunning. I love the texture. The contrast welting is amazing. Really, really well done. So that's it, you guys. We did it. So we made it through our first pre-recorded finishing forecast. You are probably here on YouTube, and we hope that you enjoy the ability to kind of fast forward and rewind and rewatch and zoom in and all the things. But let us know in the comments if you've enjoyed this style of presentation. So, and if not, if not, let us know. But until next time, enjoy the finishing forecast.